Okay, everyone. Good afternoon, good evening, everyone. Good noon for you, Sarah. Welcome to our LUISS University Impositions Day. And then today we welcome Sarah from International Orientation Team, LUISS University in Italy. And she will inform the whole university offered and then what kind of benefit opportunity that Louis offered to international students. So I welcome you, Sarah, to introduce yourself.
Thank you, Romero, for your introduction. Very nice to meet you, all the students. It is a pleasure for me to be here today. As Romero already said, my name is Sara, and I work at the International Orientation Office here at LUISS University, where, of course, we take care of guiding the international students into their Italian university path. So I will now share my screen to also give you a presentation of the university. And clearly, if you have any questions, you can absolutely open your mic and ask them, or you can just type them in the chat. In any case, I think we will have a small Q&A session after the presentation, right? Okay.
Yes. Yeah.
So
Go.
let's start. Do you all see my screen?
Yes, Sarah. Already. We show
Oh,
your screen.
okay. So LUISS University is a top private university located in the city of Rome, in Italy. It is one of the best renowned universities in the country. We are in the very center of the city at a walking distance from, for example, from Villa Borghese, which is one of the prettiest places in the city. We do have a very strong connection with the city, with the country, and with the business community here, thanks to our exclusive partnership with Confindustria, which is the Italian Confederation for the entrepreneurship. But we do also have a very strong bond with the institutions operating in the country. Just to give you a more defined idea of what LUISS University is at a national and international level, by taking into consideration some rankings. As I was mentioning, LUISS is between the most famous universities in Italy, and within the Il Sole 24 Ore ranking, we have been ranked #1 in Italy among the private universities. And this, of course, applies for the kind of career outcomes that our students have. In fact, they have the third best salaries after graduation compared to other 40 Italian universities. But LUISS University is also very well renowned at an international level as well. I am sure that any of you know the QS World University Rankings. We are in the top 50 universities for the Department of Political Science. And a couple of weeks ago, the new rankings came out, and we are in the 22nd position in the world. So for sure, you will be sure of attending a very high quality institution. And the same applies for the Department of Business and Management, where we are 70th in the world by in the Financial Times ranking. What you see here is the other qualification that we have for the Business and Management Department, where we are in the top 1% in the world to have an EQUI certification, which symbolizes the innovative teaching method and learning experience for the student, but also the internationalization that we have here. LUISS University is a social science institution. This means that we have courses focusing on business, political science, and law. Precisely, we have 4 departments, one for economics and finance, one for business and management, one for political science, and one for law. In any of these departments, you will find both courses in English and Italian language because the institution is fully bilingual. So once you come here, you will be able to have everything related to your university path held in the English language if you are not Italian language speakers. So starting from the orientation office, which is the one that I am working in, but also the administrative office and the lectures and all the extracurricular activities as well. This high degree of internationalization that we have allowed us to have 69 different nationalities within our students. On about 10,000 students, we have about 700, 800 international students from all over the world. So not just European students, but also overseas. So we have several students from Southeastern Asia, especially from Vietnam and China. So we will be super happy to welcome more Indonesian students to study with us. But we also have American students and many other more. We would like to welcome everyone and to give them the best learning experience possible. What is truly special about LUISS University is the method of teaching. We use the inquiry-based method of learning, which is an approach that uses together theory and practice. So the students will not just attend the lectures and study on books, but they will be constantly involved in project groups, teamwork, and also they will be able to meet representatives from companies and institutions and make their experience their own. So of course, they will be prepared from the theoretical and the practical point of view. And also, this is helped by the extraordinary professor-student ratio. You will need to consider that the national level is one professor every 17 students, but here we have one professor every 7 students. What does it mean? This means that you can be in a familiar kind of environment where you are not ashamed to raise your hand to ask a question, where you can create a familiar environment and be known into your class and with the classmates and with the professors. Thanks to this kind of experience that we give to our students, we have a non-existent abandonment rate, meaning that all the students that enroll here will graduate, and most of them graduate on time. And this is something that makes us very proud. What are the main services that we offer at LUISS University? Being a private university, we really love to take care of our students from many points of views. Of course, the first aspect is related to the visas and the residence permits. And I am sure that Romero will be extremely happy to hear that because we have a dedicated office, which is the welcome desk office, that gives guidance and advice on the procedures about the bureaucracy that the students need to follow in order to obtain their visas and the residence permits in the second moment. Now, since we understand that moving to the other side of the world is kind of complicated, it's kind of a big deal actually, we will provide you with support for your housing needs. You will have 2 options. Number 1 is to choose between one of our dorms. These dorms are located near the campuses, and if you will be awarded with scholarships, you will be able to have them for free in some cases. But otherwise, they have really competitive prices for what's offered. Or in alternative, you can use our internal real estate service, which is free of charge for the students. And this service will help you in finding the perfect accommodation for your needs with other LUISS students. So once again, we like to reproduce this sense of family and community between our students. Of course, we also provide help for the academic matters with the tutoring service and the academic gym. Of course, it is normal to have any difficulty within your university path if you will need any help with an exam or with choosing which subjects you are going to study. So we have a dedicated service for this. We have teaching assistants, we have tutors. So to make sure that your learning experience will be comfortable and that no one is left behind, basically. Then one other element, which is really important for us, is the Italian language courses, which are free of charge for our students. And of course, you are free to attend them if you would like to. But of course, this will help you in having your everyday life facilitated. And of course, this will provide you with the basics of the Italian language. To help you integrate within a new community, within a new experience, you will also have a buddy and tandem program, which is a peer-to-peer initiative for the international students. Basically, what happens is when you come here, you are assigned to a LUISS student, which will help you to understand how to move around, how the university life works, and so on. And also, for those who might need a kind of help, which is more professional, we also have the psychological counseling service. And we have a service focused on cultural shock issues. So let's move on. Where will you study if you will decide to come at LUISS? So these are the amazing campuses which will be your new home. The first one is Viale Romania, which is the home to Department of Business and Management, Economics and Finance, and Political Science. It's the biggest of our campuses, and it is the place where most of our courses take place. Then we have Viale Pola, which is the oldest of our campuses. When the university was created, this is the place where all the lectures and activities took place. At the moment, this is the home to the management offices, so where directors and general manager work, but also where the extracurricular courses are organized. Last but not least, Via Parenzo, which is the home to the law department. Any of these buildings is accessible. This means that if you are LUISS students and you study at the Department of Law, for example, but you live closer to Viale Romania, then you can access the campus, and the same applies for the other ones. So all of these campuses will be your home. Plus, they have amazing spaces for the students, like gardens, places to relax. And if you will be able to come here, for example, of course, it will be amazing for us to show you around. So if you are planning to come to Italy in a close period, then we can for sure organize a campus tour to show you around. Now we will take a look at the courses that are held at LUISS University and the admission procedures. First, you will have time to apply until the 31st of May. As you can see from this picture, every year you have a very long period of time in which you can apply. For the moment, we are in the fifth and last round of application. So those applying now will receive their outcome in June and will be able to enroll until the end of July. Sorry to interrupt the presentation. I see here that we have a question on the chat. For Italian language, is it mean like certificate or for helping us during the daily conversation? So you will both have courses of grammar, for example, but also conversation courses. So you will have a nice mixture of the two aspects to give you like a very big help to live here in Italy. Okay, so what you see displayed here is the list of our bachelor's program taught in English language, in the English language. They have the duration of 3 years and will give you 180 credits ECTS. These are the courses that you can choose from. Some of them, like the course in economics and business, have majors to be chosen, like one in economics, one in finance, and one in management. Any of these courses will give you the possibility of having an experience abroad. We have structured partnerships, for example, with European universities, but for the course of politics, philosophy, and economics, we have a double degree program with the Bordeaux University. And for the business administration course, we have a triple degree program, which will be held in collaboration between LUISS University in Rome, Renmin University in China, Beijing, and the George Washington University in the US. So for those who would like to take your international experience to the next level, this is something that you can do at LUISS University by choosing between these options. So how to apply for the bachelor's courses? We have two different admissions routes. The first one is the international selection, and the second one is the direct admission, and we will take a look at both of them. The international selection is open to those students who will either graduate from high school this year or those with a high school diploma not earlier awarded abroad not earlier than the 2019. As mentioned, you will be able to apply until May 2022, until the 31st of May. And this is a qualification-based selection. This means that you will be evaluated based on your academic background. So you will be requested to upload the following documents. One is the most recent academic transcript from high school. If you have not graduated yet, we will require you to upload a provisional transcript and provide us with the final one after you graduate from high school. Then we will need to send us the email address of a sponsoring professor from school who is familiar with your academic background and path, in case the admissions committee would like to have a reference on you. Other optional certification, if you have an SAT or anything else, and the language certificate. For this one, we accept IELTS, TOEFL, Cambridge, or Duolingo, with an equivalent level of a B2 level. I see here that we have another question. Hello, I would like to ask, I would like to apply for a postgraduate, but I am just about to graduate in September. Can I apply? Yes, you absolutely can. For those applying for the master's degrees, they can apply until May. The important thing is that they will graduate until November. By the end of November, we will take a look at that in a second moment. For the moment, just let's focus on the bachelor's courses, not to make any confusion. As mentioned before, we have also another route for the bachelor's courses selection, which is the direct admission. So this is something that all the students who hold an SAT or ACT or IB diploma can use. What is important is that they have these scores to be automatically admitted. One question that we often have is, if I have a high school diploma awarded in 2017, can I apply? You cannot apply if you use the international selection route, but you definitely can if you decide to take an SAT or a ACT with one of these scores. If you are able to obtain one of these scores, then you can go for it through the direct admission. Now let's take a look at the master's degree. Of course, as you can see here, the academic offer in the English language is a little bit wider compared to the bachelor's courses. We offer both residential courses and also digital master's degrees to be held online. Um, for any detail concerning the courses, we strongly advise you either to visit our website or to book a meeting with us in order for us to guide you within the choice of your master's degree. Now, I would like to give you an overview about the admission procedures for the master's degree. Let's take a look at the residential courses first. Once again, we have the international selection route and the direct admission route. For the international selection, it is open for those students who will graduate this year, like in the case of the students that typed in the chat before. If you will graduate by the 25th of November 2022, then you are more than welcome to send your application now. Or for those who already hold a bachelor's degree, what is important is that you graduated not earlier than the 2019-2020 academic year. To apply, you will need to upload your most recent academic transcript. If you haven't graduated yet, you will just send your provisional transcript and the email address of a sponsoring professor, other optional certification, and the language certificate. Actually, one thing that I forgot to mention is that if you studied in English during your high school studies or your bachelor's, then you can obtain a statement from your institution that says that you studied in English. So you will not need to upload a language certificate if you have the statement from your institution. Let's take a look at the direct admission for the residential master's courses. To apply, you can use either the GMAT certificate with a minimum score of 550 or a GRE certificate with a minimum score of 145. If you would like to apply for the course in management through the direct admission, you will need a little bit higher scores. 600 for the GMAT and 150 for the GRE. Is it possible for a double degree or doing the second master? So if you already have a master's degree, you can, and you would like to take a second one, then of course you can apply if you respect the requirements mentioned. Of course, for the structured exchanges, double degrees, we have them. For the master's degrees as well, we have a dedicated list on our website. Is it possible to apply if the course doesn't match my undergraduate major? So let's make an example. If you have a bachelor's degree in mass media communication and you would like to apply for a master's degree in management, you will probably be asked to take some additional exams to fill the gaps that you might have. In any case, you will be evaluated based on your academic background. So if your course is just too different, there is just too much difference, then for sure the admissions committee might ask you either to change the course of your choice, or maybe you will not be admitted. But if you have a slightly different background, then you can have a possibility to be admitted. Okay, now let's take a look at the digital master's degrees admission procedures. So the main difference is that there is no constraint regarding the year of graduation. So if you graduated in 2017 or in 2010, you can apply for the master's, the digital master's programs. We have a course in marketing and a course in strategic management, and they are organized with a mixture of synchronous and asynchronous activities in order to allow also the professionals to attend a master's degree. We have a question regarding the deadline of application. The deadline is set for the 31st of May 2022. So you have more than 1 month to apply. Of course, if you need any guidance, at the end of the presentation, I will share a link from which you will be able to book a meeting with me to receive some advice for the application, for the course, and anything else. The process of application for the digital programs is a little bit different. You will need to take an online admission test, which is based on general knowledge and logical reasoning. And after that, you will need to take an interview held in English with the admission board. To fill the application form, you will need to present your transcript of records, the certificate of the English language, and your passport or ID. So this is how you can apply for our courses. If you think it might be useful, I could also show you how to fill the application form. Please let me know in the chat if you think you would like to see this, and I will show you. Let's take a look at the last 2 sections of the presentation to give you complete information. So being a private institution, the fees for the bachelor's and master's courses are a little bit higher. The fees for the bachelor's courses are 11,600 euros, and for the master's courses, 12,600 euros. You can divide this amount into 3 installments, but you can also have the possibility of obtaining a scholarship. We have merit-based scholarships for our residential programs, which are automatically issued. If you are, when you apply, you will be evaluated at the same time for the seat in the course of your choice and for the scholarships as well. So you will learn whether you have been selected for the merit-based scholarship when you will receive your outcome. So it is super easy. The merit-based scholarship can consist either of a reduction within the fees, either in a full exemption. And in some cases, when we have truly excellent candidates, this scholarship can include as well the free room and board in one of our dorms. Otherwise, if you are not awarded with the merit-based scholarship, you can always fill the application for the regional government scholarship, which is issued by a separate institution. But I am sure that Unitalia will be able to provide you with all the information regarding that scholarship, which is truly helpful for international students. Let's take a very quick look at the digital programs and the opportunities of scholarships. For the applicants of the digital programs, there is also the possibility of having a merit-based scholarship. We have 66 scholarships dedicated to this student, and they can consist of a total exemption or a partial reduction from the payment of the 1-year fee. So once again, for the merit-based scholarship, you do not need to apply. You just need to apply for the course, and you will be evaluated at the same time for the seat in the course and for the scholarship. Last but not least, this is our address. This is the, oh, sorry, what happened? This is the email address of the International Orientation Office, and this is my personal address. I am responsible for the orientation of students coming from the Asia Pacific region, so you can absolutely contact me directly. And these are the social pages of LUISS University, where you can see our activities, our initiatives, and just to look at what we do, at who we are. So I would like to really thank you for your attention, and I will be open to answer to your questions. Thank you for your attention once again.
Thank you, Sarah. Well, it was super great. Like, I mean, your presentations, giving so much information to us, and I just like suddenly shocked to see the quota of your merit-based scholarship. Yeah, for the residence offer, you have 100 merit-based scholarship, and then digital programs you have 66 merit-based for online programs. So it's mean it was good, and then it's a lot of quota, I think, compared to other university. So anyone, as promised, anyone would like to ask questions, you can ask directly to Sarah, and we welcome you to open your camera if possible, or you can directly ask in the chat. No problem at all, because we still have plenty of times. Is there any questions to you from you all?
I actually see a question in the chat, which is related to the PhD programs. So we have a
Okay.
dedicated office which takes care of the PhD, and I will leave their email here. So if you have any questions regarding the admission, the scholarships, and anything for the PhD programs, just contact the responsible office, which is the one whose email is in the chat.
Okay, I will repeat the email, dottorati@luis.it. So for those interested in PhD programs, yes, LUISS has PhD department to handle for those PhD candidates. And is it this is like a very dynamic session, Sarah. I mean, like during your presentations, you directly answer the questions coming to the chat, but mostly like we made the sessions like we place the Q&A in the end of the sessions, but in the meantime you directly answer. It was like another
Yes,
Differences.
because I didn't want the students to wait, because sometimes you like have some doubts that will uh, like give you, I want to know. So I just answered, and I thought it was probably better this way. Oh,
Okay.
just let me write the address of our website. So for those interested in visiting it, you have it here.
Yes. Can I have my personal questions, or Sarah,
Of
actually?
course.
Okay, before Farhan Ahmad, so I have a questions. I'm sorry, Farhan, but yes, we have still plenty of times. What is the main key to get? I mean, like, at least you can give me or give us one key, the most strategic administration to get 100 quota merit-based scholarship in residential faculties.
So that depends on the decision of the admissions committee, because of course, within the admission round, they have the complete overview of all the applicants. So they decide at the end of the round which of them are eligible for the full scholarship, including the board and room as well. So it depends on the profile of the student. Clearly, if you have super high marks, good profile, you of course have very good chances to get the scholarship. But I cannot give you like the rule, because this is not something that we even know, because the admissions committee is composed of professors. So is their decision. Oh, sorry, I have two questions here. I see them.
Yeah.
I
Mhm.
just go away with them. Um, so is Lewis accepting the Maichi scholarship? Yes, but of course the investor talent, which is the one you are referring, closed the applications in the middle of February, I think. So it will be accepted again next year. But if you applied through this scholarship this year, then you should receive your outcome in this period. I see also another question from Maria, who asked whether we have a master program of business administration. Yes, we have the course in management, which is more general, and you can choose a major within that course. But also we have the course of strategic management, which is related always to the business administration. Then Ayura asks, is there any full scholarship at Lewis University? Yes, there's both the merit-based scholarship, which is the one that Romero was talking about, but also if you decide to apply for the regional government scholarship and you are awarded as a winner, you are exempted from paying the fees.
Wow. Oh,
Yes,
scusa, Sarah. I mean, like, regional scholarship awardee, like, for those awardee will be like tuition fee reductions or assumptions, directly assumptions.
yes, because the regional government scholarship is based on the financial needs of the student. So
Yeah.
clearly, on the call for application, you have like some constraint related to the economic situation. But if you are awarded as a winner, this means that, first of all, you do not pay the university fees. So they are basically free of charge. You just have to pay an administrative fee of 156 euros. And you also receive 6,000 euros per year
Yeah,
to,
almost 6,000. Yeah.
yeah, so it's truly excellent for international students. It is super helpful.
Well, Sarah, this is very new for me. I mean, like, okay, we have my scholarship awardee from Indonesia in batch 2019, and then Invest Your Talents awardee get into LUISS also, and then like a new information regarding regional scholarship. Okay, actually I'm interested in regional scholarship, but LUISS already mentions that it was like tuition fee exemptions, and then yep, this is very new, and then this is very strategically strategically
Oh,
information to
I mean,
students.
I mean, Roberto, if you would like to attend a course US law, you're welcome to come here. Why not?
Yeah, because interested because yeah, your faculty actually matched to my undergraduate programs, and there's yeah, mostly Indonesian students apply for the regional scholarship, and then there is questions again regarding starting from Adinda.
Hmm.
I can direct ask to Adinda Dottorati at LUISS. It was for PhD.
For the scholarships, you in general, well, let me just write it.
Okay,
General questions about
scholarship,
bachelor's and
master.
master's. Ah, wait. Or okay.
Okay, Sarah already mentions general questions for scholarship, especially for bachelor and masters, directly to Sarah, and then for PhD program directly to Dottorati at Luis.
Esatto. Sì. Yeah.
Esatto, Sarah. Okay, I don't know, is there any questions, but I would like to add for Farhan questions. Sarah, is it okay, like in very short time, regarding Mighty scholarship, Impact Your Talents, and also regional scholarship. So Farhan and all of us here, you can apply to all opportunities, but Impact Your Talent already end up in middle of February, and then Mighty is going will be heading out Mighty, but regional scholarship in Lazio may be starting open like in June or the end of May, but be prepared because regional scholarship it was like another institutions to to do requirements, not LUIS itself, but students can apply, and that opportunity is open to all international students. So regarding our Indonesian awardee to LUIS University, we have Mighty Scholarship alumni, we have Invest Your Talent scholarship awardee currently studying at LUIS University. So just open Sarah mentions all opportunities. Anyone, we still have like 5 minutes left before we end the sessions. Is there any questions from you all?
I'm just writing another message on the chat related to how does scholarship work, and leave you the link of the call for application.
Waiting from Sarah.
Okay.
Okay, we got it. Okay. Someone's like mentions, can we speak like bahasa Indonesia? Maybe Umo can ask us to bahasa Indonesia, so I can translate it into English versions to Sarah. Jadi kalau Umo mau bertanya juga boleh dengan bahasa Indonesia, saya akan bisa mentranslate-nya langsung kepada Sarah seperti itu. Ini maksudnya bahasa Indonesia untuk bertanya atau website kah? Saya kurang dapat poinnya. So, but as promised, everyone's like you all like having interactive sessions. Like during the session, you ask questions. After the session, you ask questions. Like it was very nice of you guys. And then, as promised, I got 1, 2, 3. Okay, I got six students that are actively asking questions during the sessions. So I would like to invite you all, Deborah, Ajeng, Adinda, Amalia, Mariani Yulum, Umu Hiban, Farhan, and Ayura to send me message, kirim pesan melalui direct message Instagram. So this is opportunity for you all. Like, I would like to appreciate you all having questions during the sessions and then other things. Okay, there is one question from Umu, Sarah. Let me. All right. Umu just asked regarding like the language teaching in LUISS University. Is it English or is it Italian? And then is there a age limits for if we getting into preparatory class,
So
preparation class? Yeah, or maybe
the
matriculation class.
so the language of teaching is English language if you will decide to enroll in an English language thought course. Also, the other question was about the language courses, I think, the Italian language courses, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So the Italian language courses are free of charge. You are not required to have like some knowledge of the Italian language. You can also start from scratch. And there is no an age limit for those attending an Italian language course. So I
Another
see here, yeah. So I would like to know what do you mean exactly by diploma program? Is equivalent to a bachelor's degree?
Okay, let me brief you, Sarah. In Indonesia, actually, we have Diploma 1 until Diploma 3. It was like not completed undergraduate, so not completed bachelor. It was like a very vocational degree.
Okay. Okay.
Vocational degree, not for the bachelor ones.
Okay, so if it's not equivalent to the bachelor's degree, then I am sure that what you should do is to either think of a foundation year. We're about to launch our foundation year in a couple of months, or just have a chat with the Italian embassy to understand what additional steps you should take.
Yes, actually, let me directly straight to answers for Pamina. Allow me in Bahasa. Is it okay, Sarah?
Absolutely, yes, of course.
So, Femina, terus Italia, sebenarnya Italia itu tidak mengenal yang namanya diploma atau D3. Jadi bagi Indonesian students yang gelarnya D1 ataupun D3 itu wajib mengulang untuk S1-nya. Kita nggak bisa menyamaratakan dan tidak ada sistem transfer SKS atau transfer kredit ke Italia dikarenakan memang Italia tidak mengenal yang namanya diploma. Jadi Italia itu ya SMA, S1, S2, dan S3. Tidak ada sistem diploma seperti itu. Kecuali untuk fashion, itu memang ada degree-nya diploma. Tapi untuk fashion juga itu pun langsung S1, tidak diploma seperti itu. Jadi ya diharapkan memang mengulang dari awal dan tidak ada transfer SKS seperti itu. Okay, I hope Femina. Yes, Femina just responds to my answers. So anyone, actually we end of the sessions. I thank you very much. I thank to Sarah also to having time with us in our sessions right now regarding LUISS University. For whole information, so I got 7 participants to ask me questions, so kindly send me direct message so I can give you souvenir after the sessions, but we will start to send the souvenir next month, yeah, during in Jakarta. All right, so much. Thank you for your time. I'll see
Thank
you
you.
in
Next
Rome,
week.
and hopefully I can get into LUISS University by regional scholarship.
And also, if
Yes,
you
regional scholarship.
and next week we will discover about the digital program. So I will be happy to meet you there as well.
Yes, next week we will have like Instagram Live. We more discuss about digital program, master degree programs offered by LUISS University. Just stay tuned to our social media of Uni-Italia Indonesia. And then thank you so much, Sarah. So I can end up the session. So